I honestly don't even want Marvel to do X-Men and Fantastic Four at this point. I was excited when Disney bought back Fox and got the rights to that shit and everything. Deadpool 3 sounded great, except they just hired a writer from She-Hulk to be on Deadpool, so clearly Ryan Reynolds isn't running that ship anymore, so that movie's going to be more Disney bullshit or whatnot. I'm not excited anymore. I'm sorry. I know Hugh Jackman's coming back. I know he's getting on the gear and he's getting ready to be Wolverine again. But is Wolverine going to be allowed to hack people up like he did in Logan? Like, he was hacking dudes in half. He chopped the dude's head off and whatnot. They're not going to allow that shit to happen. Is Deadpool going to have International Women's Day scene or whatnot? Is he going to be making all the sexual jokes and the violence and all that shit? No. And whatnot. So Deadpool, that shit's screwed. X-Men, they're just gonna race swap, gender swap all the X-Men. They're not gonna be recognizable. Same thing with the Fantastic Four. They're just gonna swap everybody out to be politically correct. It's gonna be dog shit. Doctor Doom is gonna be a soy boy. Shit, they're gonna bring in Galactus finally. They just brought in Kang and they killed him twice. And the second time with ants, the first time with freaking female Loki. What are they gonna do with Galactus? They're going to make, Galactus trans? He's going to be a transformer. He's going to be gender swapped. There's going to be Chick Galactus. It's going to be Galactus's daughter is 10 times better than Galactus ever was and can eat twice the amount of planets that Galactus could. And Galactus is a douchebag and his daughter's going to end up saving the universe. And the Silver Surfer's going to be a chick. Like, they're going to do that shit. They're not going to keep it to the source material anymore. I think we've established this by now that Kevin Feige is off the damn rails, and clearly activist freaking people are running the show and they're telling them what to do, and they got photos of him doing some illicit shit and they're holding it over his head. So no, I'm not excited about Galactus. Galactus should be a cool freaking idea. Doctor Doom should be badass. Have you read the last Secret Wars movie? Have you read anything with Doctor Doom in it? He's like top tier villain. Him and Thanos are like the top two guys in Marvel. There's this Fantastic Four story where freaking Reed Richards' kid from the future comes back and shit and resurrects Galactus to be his herald, and they take on all those giant robot dudes from the freaking Eternals movie and shit. And that shit sounds dope, and they ain't gonna do that shit. Franklin Richards comes back, resurrects him, and makes him Galactus his Pokemon, and they wreck shop and whatnot. There's a story in which Thor becomes Galactus's herald, and they take on something that can destroy multiverses and shit. They have so much crazy ass dope stories and shit that I've literally read and listened to comics explain and those guys talk about that they could just adapt. If you just adapt that shit as is, you'd be freaking, there wouldn't be phase 4 bullshit. But no, they can't do it because they think they can write stuff better than the comic book writers that wrote all this stuff before. And they can't because the writers today are trash. They got no life experience. They got no talent. They're failing upwards.